So it's like 3:50 a.m. right now, and we are out to catch a bus to get to the train station. Today we are going on a trip to the south of Sri Lanka, which is Weligama, one of the hotspots of tourism, by train. So it's about like 800 rupees per person for second class, and it takes about 7 hours to reach the destination from Kandy to Weligama. It's very long, that's why you need to like pack your food, be prepared. Transportation through train in Sri Lanka can be dusty, dirty, noisy and smelly, but it's one of my favorite mode of transport because there's something like freedom to it, and also like it has history which is going back to the colonial era, and also the train goes through the most beautiful places in Sri Lanka. Of course, at the end, it's gonna smell like steel and smoke, but it's worth it. The train from Colombo to Gold is also one of the famous trips because you get the beach view. It goes along the coastal areas of Sri Lanka, and if you need the window seat and if you're traveling from Kandy, you need to sit on the right side of the train. If not, you're gonna miss it because I did. I sat on the left side. There's also an option to stand up and hang on the doors, which is highlights of the journey because you get to see all these wonderful things open. We started our journey from Kandy at 5 a.m. in the morning, and we arrived to Weligama at 12 p.m. The first things we did on the first day wasn't that much well planned, but I had my first surf experience on a softboard for free. I wasn't able to get the best footage on surfing. Also, it's not the best season to go surfing. Even though Weligama is known for the best places for the beginner surfers, it's around November to April, which has good consistent waves. Also, December is the best according to the locals, but it's July. Waves are rough, and even though it's rough, I had the opportunity to enjoy some good waves. It's very exhausting. You need to be very careful, or else next thing you will end up in the hospital with hundreds of stitches holding your life together. I want to tell you something about my history. because I wasn't able to swim a straight 25 meters in one go when I was 18 years old. Every time I hit the water, I was hyperventilating, looking like I was having a panic attack. But I got over it, and at the end, I was able to learn how to swim. And I told my friends, I'm gonna come back to Sri Lanka and I'm gonna learn surfing. And this day, I had the opportunity to try surfing for the first time, only for like less than 2 hours, but I had my first try. It's a start. By the way, I did not just come to the south to just see the beach, enjoy the waves. I want to talk about art, and every time you see a video from me, you're gonna see something related to art. So in Weligama, I did not hear anything about galleries, but they have hotels. And I think they possess amazing art for the guests who are coming here, and I'm gonna see some. And I got the opportunity to visit some hotels. Here I saw some animals, bronze sculptures, and abstract art. Also, I saw this painting in a bedroom which looks like a split face with abstract expressionism with layered composition of translucent colors and all this. I think it's also image using stenciling and spray painting. I don't know much about this because all of these artworks I see here does not have titles. I do not know the artist and their intentions, but pretty sure these works are for aesthetic appeal, and it brings value within this context, which in this case it is in a hotel, and it is to enhance the atmosphere for the beloved guests. And here you can see some elephants, monks, some common scenarios you see in Sri Lanka to appeal the tourists. Okay, by coming here, I learned that many of these artworks I saw here comes from a specific place in Sri Lanka. Then there are art displayed on the streets near a place called Weligama Park in Colombo, and I hope I can visit there sometime before I leave Sri Lanka. Also, huge shout out to 22 Binavali and 22 Weligama hotels. This video is not sponsored by them, but I got this opportunity because of the amazing people. Anyways, it was time for me to visit more south. We went to the Parveduva temple and the Dondrahead lighthouse, which is the southernmost part of Sri Lanka, and also some other places.
අපි දැන් ඉන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ පුරුකලවරේ Deunggara tubuh, di pagare asli.
I was able to get hands on these archives of the tsunami that happened in 2004 and had a huge impact to the south coastal areas of Sri Lanka, and I am able to share that with you. I don't think you can find this anywhere else, and these are photographs taken post tsunami. I had an incredible opportunity to lay hands on these archives that had photographs of post tsunami impact that happened in 2004. This was even before I was born, and this is history of this place. This is history of Sri Lanka, and I want to share with you because I don't think these photos are there anywhere else, and I think it is a great example of what humans can do best when there's a crisis, which is to adapt, change. There are multiple reasons that I'm doing these videos. One of it is that Sri Lanka is an island, and I want to show islands are more than just a getaway holiday destination that are shadowed by other continents, other countries, other people who hold power. And I'm gonna show you my journey from ground zero to becoming the artist I aspire to become. So it's like 10:40 p.m. right now, and we just arrived back home. There's so much things I learned from this trip. One is that I need to be a better art critic. I need to learn more about art. Overall, it was a wholesome experience.